And in our majors division, on field 3, today's matchup between Frostproof and Altha. Starting lineup for the visiting Frostproof All-Stars, number 54, Miguel Perez. Number 4, Stetson Ogburn. Number 1, Mikhail Gilliam. Number 99, Landon Fuller. Number 17, Luke Thornton. Number 3, Albert Plain III. Number 19, Grayson Davis. Number 24, Evan Steedley. Number 2, Antonio Cobb Jr. Number 23, Waylon Courtney. Number 11, Garrett Courtney. Number 16, Jackson Edmonston. Coaches for Frostproof, Chris Toller, Orrin Thornton, managed by Jeremy Jackson, Frostproof All-Stars. And the home team for today, Altha All-Stars. Starting off with number 15, Will O'Brien. Number 9, Riley Rowe. Number 18, Grant Hutchins. Number 50, Ben Glover. Number 45, Luke Barton. Number 22, Mason Hill. Number 4, Cole Charles. Number 6, Miles Barfield. Number 13, Blaine Whittington. Number 8, Malachi Hathaway. Number 2, Michael Leahy. And number 10, Casey Hatcher. Casey Hatcher. Coaches for Altha, Randy O'Brien, Bobby Rowe, managed by Tony Glover. Altha All-Stars. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, if you're not already following Florida Dixie Youth Baseball on Facebook, please make sure you like and follow Florida Dixie Youth Baseball. We may have some updates to the times based on some impending weather that may affect games this afternoon, tomorrow, and possibly Wednesday. So if you will, like and follow Florida Dixie Youth Baseball on Facebook to stay up to date with any potential changes in game times for the remaining of the tournament. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome back to our continuing coverage of Florida Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive.com. Today we have an elimination game in the major state tournament. Matchup of Division II teams between Altha and Frostproof. I'm Mike Wright. I will handle the play-by-play of today's game. First of 3 games, but as you heard, there is a chance of rain. It will or could affect the schedule. I think it's going to affect the schedule, even if nothing else as a precaution. I think they're going to try and move some games to tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning as well. Nothing confirmed yet, but it looks like that because of the threat of rain, they're going to try and move the schedule around. But for now, we don't have to worry about it. Currently, the sun trying to peek through. 87 degrees here in Bristol. And I think any rain that we get would be later today. But for this first game, we should be okay. Well, let's set the scene for our game here today. Boy, what a game we had yesterday. Brooksville and Frostproof. If you missed that one yesterday, Frostproof overcame an early 6-0 deficit. They scored 6 runs in the second inning to tie. They scored 7 runs in the sixth inning to take a 1-run lead, only to see Brooksville come back with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and win it 19-18. Now, the top Division I team, either Brooksville or Mariana, and the top Division II team, which are the remaining teams in the major state tournament, are going to go to the World Series. So there's a chance for either one of these teams here today to make it to the World Series. A big game, not only an elimination game, but to keep their hopes alive for a World Series appearance. You just heard the starting lineups for both teams. The visiting team, Frostproof, will bat first. Again, Jeremy Jackson is their manager. Assistant coaches Orrin Thornton and Chris Toller. And we'll set the defense, but we're ready for baseball. And stepping in will be Miguel Perez. He will face Ben Glover, number 50. Ben, a right-hander. And Perez will bat from the right side as the first pitch of the ball game is on the way. And it's in there for a strike, and we are underway. Here is the defense for Altha. Again, Glover on the mound. Mason Hill behind the plate catching. And we'll go around the horn after this next pitch. As it's inside, it knocks him to the ground on the inside pitch. Perez hits the deck, but he's back quickly up on his feet. At third base, Riley Rowe, the shortstop, Will O'Brien. The second baseman is Malachi Hathaway, and the first baseman is Cole Charles. In the outfield, left to right, Blaine Whittington in left, Luke Barton in center, and Grant Hutchins in right. The 1-1 pitch. That one is taken for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Altha rallied themselves against Avon Park. They had a big comeback win, 8-6 on Saturday, and then lost yesterday to Mariana 17-0 to drop into the losers bracket. The 2-1 pitch, that's in there for strike 2, 2-2. Frostproof defeated San Antonio 17-4 on Saturday, followed by that 19-18 shootout yesterday, the loss to Brooksville, a Division I team. The next pitch is swung on and grounded to second, but the second baseman is there. The throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out for the first out of the ball game. Folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes, send them in via text message. And the number, area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. Here's our first shout-out. This one says, "Let's go Frostproof. You can do this," from the Johnsons. Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. First baseman Stetson Ogburn, the batter, another right-hander. He'll take a strike from Glover. 1 out, base is empty here in the top of the first inning. Game scheduled for 6. First of 3 games scheduled for today in the major state tournament. Avon Park will play San Antonio in another elimination game at 3 p.m. today. This one's outside for a ball. Count evens at 1-1. And then tonight, again, weather permitting, Brooksville and Mariana. Mariana, the defending state champions. The 1-1 pitch from Glover. Swung on and hit right side to first, but scooped up at first base by Cole Charles. He'll go to the bag for the second out. 2 gone for Mackay Gilliam. Mackay starting at shortstop today. Another right-handed hitter. Wind blowing right now left to right here at the ballpark. Glover's first pitch Right across the plate, in there for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, no score, top of the first. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken for a strike, 0-2. Gilliam had a bunt single yesterday in that 6th inning, that 7-run 6th inning. Boy, just a heck of a game. Frostproof comes up short as this one's popped up but out of play. And I know a lot of their kids were really upset after that loss, but again, they still have a chance to get to the World Series. It's going to be based on the top Division II team. We'll try to look at some of the scenarios as this one's thrown in behind the batter for ball 1. The team that has the most victories in Division II in this tournament will go. So Frostproof has 1 win. Altha has 1 win. As this one swung on and fouled off at home plate. Avon Park does not have a win yet. San Antonio has 1 win. So still a lot to be determined with these 2 elimination games. We'll have more clarity after our first 2 games today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty in the top of the first. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit foul to third. Here's another shout out. Good luck, Grayson. Love Dad, Mom, and Paige. Frostproof game versus Altha. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. That was for Grayson Davis. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. The pitch from Glover. A swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's Frostproof 0. Altha coming to the plate right after this here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Mike Rideout back here in Bristol, Liberty County, the host of the Dixie Youth Baseball, AAA, Ozone, and major state tournaments. If you would like to purchase a downloadable audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5. Just email info@jockjive.com, I-N-F-O, info@jockjive.com. Let us know which game or games you want. Again, it's only $5 for a downloadable copy, audio copy per game. Will O'Brien will lead it off for Altha. And he will face number 99, right-hander Landon Fuller. There's the rest of the defense for Frostproof. Miguel Perez behind the plate catching. Around the horn in the infield left to right. Luke Thornton at third base. Mackay Gilliam at shortstop. The second baseman is Garrett Courtney. And the first baseman is Stetson Ogburn. Over in left field, it's Albert Plain III, who's made some good catches out there in this tournament. The center fielder is Antonio Cobb Jr., and the right fielder is Evan Steedley. O'Brien steps in right side. He's the starting shortstop for Altha. Manager Tony Glover, assistant coaches Bobby Rowe and Randy O'Brien. The first pitch inside for ball one. Bottom of the first, no score. We'll play 6 innings to determine who stays alive here in the major state tournament and also keeps their hopes alive for a World Series berth. The 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Called strike. Count evens at 1-1. Here's a shout out to Luke Thornton. Go Frostproof. When you send your shout outs, let us know who you are, so that way when the players go back and listen to the broadcast, they'll know who sent the shout out. Fuller catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. And then I always like to know where you guys are listening to the game, especially if you're listening outside the Sunshine State. This one hit foul, third base side. Another shout out, go Jackson Edmonston and the Frostproof All-Stars. You guys rock the cat box from Emily and James. Rock the cat box. One and two the count. As this next one misses outside for a ball. Next pitch. Fouled off again. Another shout out. Go Luke Thornton from Nana and Papa. Thank you, guys. You got this, Luke. Love, Mom. Once again, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, area code 352-258-8450. Leadoff hitter Will O'Brien hanging tough, and he is knocked to the ground on an inside pitch. That's actually ball 3, 3-2 the count here in the bottom of the first inning. No score, just underway. Frostproof went in order 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first inning. Next pitch from Landon Fuller. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. So both pitchers have a strikeout. One out for the third baseman, number 9, Riley Rowe. He'll step in right side against the right-hander. First pitch, swung on and fouled back for strike one. Folks, we hope that you will like us on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter, but we'll be posting information about the schedule on the Jock Jive Facebook page. So if we experience any delays, we'll let you know there as well. So if you have a Facebook account, then like us on Facebook so you can keep up with what's going on with the weather, the schedule. We're going to post scores there as well. The next pitch, swung on, ground ball to third, scooped up by the third baseman, but he throws high and over the head of his first baseman. That will be an error, and Rowe will get to second with one out. It was fielded cleanly by Thornton, but just threw it too high. First error of the game. Runner at second with one out for Grant Hutchins, the right fielder. He's a left-handed hitter. Fuller will work from the stretch, and his first pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. There's someone that wants to give a shout-out to Antonio Cobb from Mama. Good luck, babe. And a couple of love kisses emojis. Thank you for that. Next pitch misses for a ball to even the count. Here's a shout-out for Luke Thornton. It's from his Granny Thornton in Frostproof. Thank you for that. Next pitch, inside corner, strike two called. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. No score, bottom of the first. Altha at the plate. And the next pitch won't be made as Hutchins steps out. Called timeout. Now he's back in. Swing and a miss. Hutchins out on strikes for the second out of the inning. 2 gone. We'll keep you updated during the broadcast if we get a final score from other games. And I'll even look at some games that have been played, were played yesterday. As this one is hit to first, off the glove of the first baseman, but he picks it up, races to the bag, and makes the out, records the out. Stetson Ogburn hangs with it, and that will do it here in the first inning for Altha. They threatened with a runner at second, but failed to score. We've completed one. It's Frostproof nothing, Altha nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
to track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
We just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
We do have one score, final score to pass along from a game today, this morning. Spring Hill National defeated Holmes County 13-2. That's in the Ozone Division I state tournament. Chuck Sebastian handling the play-by-play there. And we'll keep you updated on other games taking place in the AAA Division I and Division II tournaments with Marty Palman and Robert Williamson broadcasting those. Here, we're scoreless in the major state tournament as we head to the top of the second inning. 2 up for Frostproof, 4, 5, and 6 after Ben Glover retired the side in order in the first. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Shout out to you, the announcer. We're listening at the game, and you're doing a fantastic job, a regular Harry Carey. Well, I haven't had any alcohol this morning. Thank you so much. You rock the cat box, too. James from Winter Haven. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Always nice to get good, positive feedback. We appreciate you guys listening. We're happy to be here, and we look forward to the World Series coming up in Ruston, Louisiana. We'll be there for both the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series, as well as the AAA Ozone and Majors World Series. We'll have video for those tournaments right here on Jock Jive. Landon Fuller, the pitcher, leading it off. Number 99, first pitch is taken outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. Right side of the infield. The pitcher is there, and the catch made on the first base side by Glover. 1 away here in the top of the second inning. No, I mean, we've had some good games. You know, Frostproof San Antonio, a 3-run game. I mentioned Altha's come from behind win against Avon Park as they rallied late to win. And then yesterday, that shootout, what a game. Brooksville 19, Frostproof 18. Frostproof coming back from large deficits and nearly pulling it out. But Brooksville, give them credit, too, for rallying in the bottom of the 6th inning when they were down 1. And they were down to their final out, too, and they were able to rally and win. Luke Thornton, the batter, starting third baseman. I'll take this pitch outside for a ball. 1 out, bases empty in the top of the second inning. No score. Next pitch from Glover. Swing and a miss. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. as the very first pitch was a strike to Thornton. The 1-2 pitch called strike 3 on the outside corner. That is the second strikeout for Glover, who has now retired 5 in a row to start the game. 2 outs for the left fielder, number 3, Albert Plain III. He'll step in left side. First pitch, righty against the lefty, inside for ball 1. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Don't forget to send it via text message. Someone tried calling the number. You need to send it via text message. As this one's inside, it brushes Plain off the plate for ball 2. Here's a shout-out to the coaches of Frostproof. I believe that's from the Johnsons there. Another shout-out. Good luck, Jackson Edmonston on the Frostproof team. Again, let us know who you are when you send the shout-out, so that way when they go back and listen to the game, they'll know who sent the shout-out. Next one outside on the left-handed hitter for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Frostproof looking for its first base runner. You can hear the wind picking up a little bit, blowing left to right and in a bit as the 3-0 pitch is outside for ball 4. A 2-out walk. And Frostproof has its first guy on base. Well, the schedule, as it is now, is 2 o'clock and 2 o'clock tomorrow. 2 games, 1 on field 4, 1 on field 1. But again, we understand that that's likely going to change because of the threat of rain in the afternoon. They want to try and move the games up so they can get them in. As this one's grounded, a slow roller to third. Nice play, scooped up at third base, and on the run, Riley Rowe fires it across the diamond in time. Great play at third base, 5-3, put out for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. We're still scoreless between Frostproof and Altha right here on JockJive.com.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This one says, let's go Frostproof from the Molasses. Another shout-out from Ormond Beach. Good luck, Jackson Edmonston on Frostproof's team from Nana and Papa. Thank you, guys. First batter, Luke Barton, takes it outside for ball 1. Starting center fielder. Next shout-out, way to play, Charlie and Frostproof team. Love Mom, Dad, Sunshine, and Jaden. No score. They're in the bottom of the 2nd. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Fuller kept it low and away from the hitter. Both teams still looking for their first hit of the game, as this one is outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Next pitch misses for a ball, and the count now 3-1. Here's someone that would like to give a big shout out to Grayson Davis from his Grammy. He is playing now in the Frostproof versus Altha game. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks again to everyone for the shout outs. Next pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is full. Landon Fuller looking for his third strikeout. Luke Barton at the plate. Righty versus righty matchup. And the 3-2 pitch. That's outside, ball 4. First walk issued by Fuller. And a leadoff base runner for Altha here in the bottom of the second inning. That will send up Mason Hill, the catcher, another right-hander. Fuller will work from the stretch. His pitch across the plate. Hill swings and misses for strike 1. After today, assuming we get all these games in, we'll be down to our final 4 teams in the major state tournament. Again, we'll eliminate a team here and in the next game. Next pitch to Hill, call a ball. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The runner at first and nobody out. The 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, call strike 3. Runner going to second. The throw goes into center field. The runner went down to the ground, slow to get up, and he wanted to go to third, but by the time he got up, the throw had come in. It will be a stolen base. A strikeout for Fuller, his third of the game. 1 out. Runner at second for first baseman Cole Charles. First pitch to the right-hander is in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's a shout out to the Frostproof 12 and under players, Waylon and Garrett, and the entire team. Again, don't forget, let us know who you are when you send the shout out so the players will know. The next pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-2. No score, but Altha with a runner at second and 1 out here in the second inning. Next pitch up and in for a ball, 2-2 the count. And next pitch, called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fuller. 2 outs in the Altha second inning. So 4 strikeouts for Landon Fuller, 2 in each inning. Miles Barfield steps in. He'll take a ball. The throw to third. They got the runner out at third base. Good throw from behind the plate by the catcher, Miguel Perez. Right where it needed to be for his third baseman as Luke Thornton applies the tag. Barton caught stealing, 2-5. So that will do it here in the second inning for Altha. They failed to score. We'll move to the third. Still scoreless here in Liberty County.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
player in the game?
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Scoreless game as we move to the top of the third inning. 8, 9, and 10 due up for Frostproof. First pitch of the inning is fouled off by Evan Steedley. Steedley starting in right, number 24, right-handed hitter. Ben Glover back out on the mound for his third inning of work. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This one says, way to go, Luke, from Nana. Next pitch. In there for a strike. 0-2. Another shout out. Good luck, Antonio, from your sister, your little brother, and your pops. Make us proud. Love you. Thank you, guys. The 0-2 pitch to Steedley. That one's outside for ball one. Go Miguel Perez, number 54, Frostproof. Great throw to third base. Way to go from his uncle Willie Torres. Yeah, big out there to end the inning. Keep Altha off the scoreboard. Swing and a miss by Steedley. Good pitch by Glover as he kept it low and away. That's the third strikeout for Glover. He's had one in every inning. One out for Antonio Cobb Jr., the center fielder, number 2. He'll bat from the right side. Number 9 hitter in the order. The pitch swung on and grounded foul to first. Here's another shout out. This is to my nephews, Antonio Cobb and Charlie Plain, or nephews, excuse me. Shout out to my nephews, Antonio Cobb and Charlie Plain from Uncle George. Let's go Frostproof. Thank you, Uncle George. One out, base is empty here in the top of the third. Game scheduled for 6. Still no runs to this point. Not many base runners either. It's been a good pitching matchup between Ben Glover and Landon Fuller. This pitch inside on the hitter. As I noted, Glover has struck out 3. Fuller has struck out 4 through 2 innings. Next pitch swung on and grounded just foul to first. Winner will stay alive here in the Major State Tournament. The loser will be eliminated. We'll have an elimination ceremony coming up, so we'll hang around for that. So make sure that you keep tuning in after the game is over for the award ceremony. Ground ball to third. The throw over to first. No, they had him, but it was dropped at first base. Well, that'll be an error because Rowe put it where it needed to be, made a good throw. And Cobb is going to be safe at first base. That's the first error of the game for Altha. Runner at first, 1 out for the number 10 hitter in the order, number 23, Waylon Courtney. He shows bunt. And it's a wild pitch. That will get the runner to second. Get to another shout out after this pitch. Again, shows bunt, pulls the bat back as he takes it outside for ball 2, 2-0. Here's a shout out to Luke Thornton and Frostproof team and coaches. Keep up the good work from Elaine Thornton. Thank you, Elaine. A bunt attempt, and he bunts it foul to the backstop. The count rather, 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, he shows bunt and bunts it foul behind the plate. Catcher lunged at it but couldn't get to it on a pop-up. 2-2 now. So Courtney likely to be swinging away here with 2 strikes. Runner at second with 1 out in the top of the third. No score between Frostproof and Altha. The next pitch, that's inside. He brushed him off the plate for ball 3, full count. Three and 2 on the number 10 hitter. The 3-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 4. First and second with 1 out for the number 11 hitter, who wears number 11, Garrett Courtney, the second baseman. He looks down to his coach, puts a hand in the air as if he didn't understand the signal that was given to him. Now he's going to step in right side. First and second with 1 out. Frostproof threatening to take the first lead of the game. And the first pitch is right there, a strike from Glover. The 0-1 pitch, righty versus righty matchup. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, but he takes a strike on the outside corner. And Courtney behind in the count, 0-2. Both these teams not only trying to stay alive, but still hoping for a World Series berth. The next pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Glover placed it on the outside part of the plate. Courtney caught looking for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the inning for Glover. His 4th of the game. And here's the number 12 hitter in the order, number 16, Jackson Edmondson. First pitch down low for ball 1. Top of the order on deck, but there are 2 outs. Next pitch. That's a bouncing ball to first, but then it rolls foul. Went about halfway fair and then rolled foul. One and 1 the count. Next pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2 the count. And the next one inside for a ball as it knocked him to the ground. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one outside to work the count full. Another shout out. Way to go, Antonio, from your grandpa, Dickie. The 3-2 pitch. Well, he's late swinging. He swings and misses at a low pitch for strike 3. And Glover strikes out the side in the top of the 3rd inning. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. We're still scoreless here in the Major State Tournament between Altha and Frostproof right here on JockJive.com.
Battle White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Okay, I've just been told that despite the fact that some of the other tournament games are being played at 9 a.m. tomorrow, the majors games will remain as scheduled 2 p.m. tomorrow. So the winner of this game will play on field 4 at 2 p.m. against the loser of Brooksville, Mariana. And again, we'll keep you updated on the Jock Jive Facebook page, so make sure you like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. Miles Barfield leads it off, and he fouls it back for strike one. No score here in the bottom of the third. A one pitch, a swing and a miss. And the count quickly 0-2. Landon Fuller back out on the mound. He has struck out 4. Looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. The 0-2 pitch outside, ball 1. There's another shout out. Great at bat, Jackson. You went down swinging. Way to fight. James from Winter Haven. Thank you, James. Next pitch. Just off the, it was on the corner. Called strike 3. Barfield caught looking. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Fuller. And the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. That sends up the number 9 hitter, Blake Whittington, the left fielder. First pitch is taken outside for ball 1. Altha has been playing with 11 on their roster because George Bates is sick. Again, we wish him a speedy recovery. And they have actually added a 12th player today. Casey Hatcher will play today to give them 12. That one is over the head of the batter. 2-0 the count. Base is empty with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Scoreless game. As that one's outside for ball 3, 3-0. Game scheduled for 6. Next pitch. That's outside for ball 4. A 1-out walk. And that will send up the number 10 hitter in the order. Second baseman, number 8, Malachi Hathaway. But first, the Frostproof manager going to head to the mound, Jeremy Jackson, to talk with starting pitcher Landon Fuller. He's the only one in the conversation, the entire infield remaining at their respective positions. So probably just offering some words of encouragement. In fact, he pats him on the back, gives him a little pound. Fuller will remain in the game. And rightfully so. He is not allowed a hit. He struck out 5. He's walked 2. No runs. First pitch to Hathaway. Well, across the plate, but looks like a little bit low for ball 1. Once again, folks, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5 for a downloadable copy. Next one is a swing and a miss. Just email info, I-N-F-O, info@jockjive.com. Let us know which game or games you want. Only $5 for a downloadable audio copy. Wild pitch. That's going to get the runner to second. Third consecutive inning that Altha has had a runner in scoring position, but still no score. The 1-1 pitch. That's another wild pitch. Runner will head to third. Altha threatening here in the bottom of the third inning. Next pitch, also a wild pitch. That was ball 4, but the runner will hold at third. That will put runners on the corners. Hathaway walks off of first base, but he'll walk back to first. He probably could have stole second with that runner at third. Well, and that's going to be it for Landon Fuller. Fuller will hand over the baseball, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. A pitching change in the bottom of the third, scoreless game, but Altha threatening with runners on the corners and 1 out.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
The new pitcher is right-hander number 17, Luke Thornton. He'll enter the game with runners at first and third and 1 out. As the number 11 hitter, number 2, Michael Leahy, approaches the plate. By the way, Altha wearing the purple tops, white lettering and numerals, white pants. Frostproof wearing the red tops, white lettering and numerals, and the gray pants. And the first pitch, a wild pitch. The runner will hold at third, but that will get the runner to second. It bounced in the dirt and got to the backstop. Both runners in scoring position with 1 out. Next pitch to Leahy. Right there on the outside corner, called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Number 12 hitter on deck, Casey Hatcher. The 1-1 pitch from Thornton. Puts it across the plate, but a little bit high. And it's now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Right there, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with 2 on. No score in the bottom of the third. Game scheduled for 6. The 2-2 pitch. Inside ball 3. Just missed the corner. And the count is full. The 3-2 delivery. Outside corner, excuse me. In fact, Leahy put his hands up in the air. He wasn't, I don't think he liked the call. But it did get called for a strike. Leahy caught looking. And that's your second out of the inning. 2 outs for the number 12 hitter. And the first pitch to the right-hander is a strike on the inside corner. Casey Hatcher. Wearing a green jersey, but he's playing. Next pitch, outside corner. So he goes inside, outside for back-to-back strikes. Nothing into the count. The runner coming home. The throw to the plate, the tag, and he is out at home plate. They tried to steal home, but Thornton, the pitcher, quickly got it to his catcher, and the tag applied by Miguel Perez to end the inning. Heads up play Wow. Big out at the plate to preserve the shutout. We move to the fourth. It's Frostproof nothing, Altha nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Well, at what may have been so far the biggest play of the game, Blake Whittington trying to steal home. But Luke Thornton quickly was able to fire it to his catcher, Perez. Perfect throw. And they get the runner out at home trying to steal. And we're still scoreless as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Ben Glover still on the mound for Altha. He will face the top of the order. And we have yet to have a hit in this game. Both teams have each committed an error. And both pitchers have been in control. Both starting pitchers. I know that Fuller's out of the game now, but Luke Thornton in relief with a strikeout and then getting the play out at the plate. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Way to go, Luke. So proud of you from Nana. Great play, Luke and Miguel. Swiper, no swiping on our Frostproof All-Stars. James from Winter Haven. Thank you, James. Miguel Perez, the batter. He'll take a strike. Here's a shout-out to Frostproof number 4, Stetson Big Sexy Ogburn from Mom and Dad. A 1 pitch. Swung on and a ground ball into left field. Base hit. Our first hit of the game comes here in the top of the fourth inning. So the leadoff hitter on base. That sends up Stetson Ogburn, who grounded out to first his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Perez had grounded out to second his first time up. He's 1 for 2. First pitch, breaking ball up and in, a little chin music for Ogburn. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Delivers a strike on the inside corner. It brushed Ogburn off the plate. I don't think he liked the call, but it's called a strike, 1-1. One pitch right there. Across the plate, called strike 2. Ogburn behind in the count. Glover looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. The 1-2 pitch. Rushes him off the plate for ball 2. 2-2. Another shout out. Great job, Miguel. Way to go. And great job to the pitcher for staying alert from your Uncle Willie. Absolutely. I mean, Thornton. Heads up play to recognize what was happening as the runner was trying to steal home. As the next pitch misses for a ball. And the count is now full. Because that doesn't always work, that the pitcher, a lot of times with a back to the action, but a quick response by Thornton. Good reaction, good reflex. This pitch inside for ball 4, so that will put runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. Scoreless game, timeout called by Altha, as their manager, Tony Glover, will pay a visit to the mound. That's the third walk issued by Glover. But he's going to hand over the baseball, and we'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about the new pitcher for Altha when we come back. Frostproof threatening in the top of the fourth with runners at first and second and nobody out here in this elimination game in the major state tournament from Liberty County.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
The new pitcher is right-hander number 9, Riley Rowe. He'll face Makai Gilliam, and the first pitch is bunted foul for strike 1. I was just wondering if they might try to play small ball here and advance those runners into scoring position with nobody out. Gilliam bunted it foul. He struck out his first at bat. Right-handed hitter, righty versus righty matchup. Next pitch, strike 2, called outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Rowe from the stretch, his 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, left side of the infield. Third baseman calling for it, and the catch will be made for out number 1. One out, 2 on for Landon Fuller, who popped up to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch outside for ball 1. That's now Luke Barton now playing third base. Started the game in center. The 1-out pitch up high for a ball. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 delivery. Swung on, popped up into center field, but the center fielder is there, and he will make the catch. That is Glover in center. The runner will tag and head to third. The other runner tags and goes to second. But a big out for the second out of the inning. 2 outs with runners at second and third for Frostproof here in a scoreless game. Here's a shout out to my grandson, Luke Thornton. Awesome job, buddy. Granny Thornton loves you. Luke Thornton struck out his first time up. He's got a chance to give Frostproof the first lead of the game. He swings and misses at the pitch for strike 1. No score. We're in the top of the fourth. Both teams now have had 2 runners in scoring position in the same inning. This is popped up right side of the infield. The first baseman backpedaling and in foul territory. He can't make the catch. It's a little bit over his head. He falls down and not able to hold on to it. But again, just a foul ball. And the count 0-2 now on Thornton. That ball very close, though, to being fair. And that likely plates both runs if it does stay fair. Instead, a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Riley Rowe. Frostproof threatens but fails to score. We're still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the fourth here in Liberty County.
Player in the game. The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Well, in the top of the fourth inning, Frostproof had its first hit of the game, but they strand runners at second and third. Altha had runners at second and third in the bottom of the third inning, but Blaine Whittington was caught stealing, trying to steal home. Casey Hatcher was at the plate, so that means Casey will lead things off to start the bottom of the fourth. Batters 12, 1, and 2. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Let's go Evan Steedley from your Todd family. Stay with it, Frostproof. Thanks again to all the shout-outs today. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. The number is area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Looks like Stetson Ogburn has moved behind the plate, catching. And again, Luke Thornton, who came in relief last inning, on the mound. No score. Bottom of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. Our next game scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. Another elimination game. Avon Park and San Antonio. Coming up in a couple of hours. Another shout out. Good at bats, Frostproof. Let's play defense and keep fighting. Goonies never say die. James from Winter Haven. That's one thing I liked about Frostproof yesterday. They never gave up, never quit. They were down 6-0 after an inning and came back, scored 6 in the top of the second. They were down big again and came back, scored 7 in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss by Hatcher for strike 1. Game is never over until it's over. This one in there. Actually, no, excuse me. It's across the plate, but called a ball. Just missed to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. There's a strike. Outside corner, 1-2. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up, but out of play, left side. Nice catch in the stands by a fan. Nope, he dropped it. The 1-2 delivery. Outside corner. Called strike 3. Kind of a delay call here by the umpire. He may be verbalizing it first before he rings him up using his arms. 1 out. And back to the top of the order. Swing and a miss by Will O'Brien. O'Brien struck out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Next pitch in there for strike 2. Still scoreless in the fourth. The 0-2 pitch. That's up high for ball 1. Altha looking for its first hit of the game. The 1-2 delivery. Boy, across the plate. It didn't miss by much. It's called a ball to even the count at 2-2. Tough pitch to lay off of there with 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, rather, is inside for ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. No, excuse me, he got a piece of it to stay alive. Fouled it off at home plate. So it remains 3-2. The 3-2 delivery. Swung on and a grounder hit back to the mound. Thornton fields it, throws to first, got him. 1-3 put out for the second out. That will send up Riley Rowe, who is now in relief pitching. He started at third base. Rowe reached on an error by the third baseman in the first. And he fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Game scheduled for 6. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. Just below us here. 0-2. Altha has not been retired in order yet, but they have a chance to do so here. Had a chance as the pitch comes inside and hits Rowe. He'll hold his backside where he got hit and trot down to first base. 2 outs, 1 on for the number 3 hitter in the order, right fielder Grant Hutchins. Another shout out. Way to play, Luke, from Nana. First pitch, outside corner. Called strike. There's a ground ball to second, scooped up by the second baseman, but he went after the runner instead of throwing it to second, and he missed him, and then his throw to second, is late and not in time. That'll be a fielder's choice for Hutchins. Rowe was safe at second, and Altha stays alive here in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second for Ben Glover, who hits a base hit into left field. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. First hit and the first run. The throw comes in, but here comes run number 2. The throw to the plate. Not in time. It was dropped by the catcher. The throw to third, also not in time. So Altha takes the lead, the first lead of the game, on a base hit by Ben Glover. Their first hit of the game. Timeout call by Frostproof. Manager going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire about something. Riley Rowe and Grant Hutchins scoring on the play. Luke Barton, the batter. First pitch inside for ball 1. Well, the ball was dropped by the catcher. I'm the unofficial scorekeeper. This one's fouled off out of play. I'm going to give an error to the catcher because the runner, had he held on to the ball, would have been out. This one's fouled off out of play. Again, our line score means nothing. I'm just the unofficial scorekeeper, but keeping the score for those of you at home just to know what's going on. So the second error of the game by Frostproof. This one also hit long, but out of play, right side. It remains 1-2. Runner at third base with 2 outs. 2-0. Altha leads it in the bottom of the 4th inning. Frostproof will have to rally in this tournament yet again. The next pitch. Swung on and a ground ball to second. Scooped up. The throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out. to end the inning. 2 runs come across the plate on a hit batsman, a hit, and an error, unofficially. Well, we have a new score. Altha with the first runs of the game. As we head to the top of the 5th, it's Altha 2, Frostproof nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Riley Rowe back out on the mound for Altha. He will face batters 6, 7, and 8 as Frostproof trails for the first time today, 2-0. They've got 2 innings to score 2 runs. Each team with 1 hit. Miguel Perez has the only hit for Frostproof. And Ben Glover with a 2-out, 2-run hit, or 1 RBI rather. Again, unofficially, if you score that in air at home plate. Howard Plain the third will step in left side. He walked his first time up. Righty versus lefty matchup. The first pitch, outside corner, called strike 1. Another shout out. Let's get those 2 runs back, Frostproof. Time to wake them bats up. We believe in you. Put your rally caps on and play ball. James from Winter Haven. Frostproof had runners at second and third in the third and failed to score. But Altha got the timely hit in the bottom of the 4th inning to take the lead. Last pitch missed for a ball. And this one, a swing and a miss. He went down low for that one. Plain now working with 2 strikes. 2-0 Altha in the top of the 5th. Next pitch from Rowe. Swung on, ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it cleanly, but his throw is late, not in time. Playing with good speed. He's going to beat it out for an infield hit. Second hit of the game for Frostproof. I want to say they had 13 hits yesterday in that game against Brooksville. As this one is swung on and missed by Grayson Davis for strike 1. Davis 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Tying run at the plate. 0-1 pitch. Outside corner called strike 2. Two nothing Altha here in the 5th. The next pitch. Swung on, ground ball, scooped up at short. The shortstop will tag second, throw to first, double play. Heck of a play at shortstop by Will O'Brien. 6 unassisted to 3. You know, another inch or two, and that ball is going to get into center field for a base hit. The momentum kind of carried him over towards the bag. It was just right place at the right time. 2 away. Base is empty for Evan Steedley, the right fielder. Number 8 hitter in the order. He'll take a fastball outside for ball 1. It's been a well-played game between Frostproof and Altha. Elimination game. One of these teams will be heading home as this is popped up into center field. The center fielder coming in and over to his left. The catch will be made and the inning is over. So a good catch out in center field by Ben Glover. That will do it for Frostproof in the 5th. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Altha with a 2-0 lead.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Crafts got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Well, just kind of setting the stages here for a possible World Series trip. First of all, we know the loser will be eliminated, but for the winner, they'll keep their hopes alive for a trip to the World Series. The Division I highest finisher and the Division II highest finisher will go to the World Series. Altha, with a victory, would have 2 wins. Avon Park and San Antonio are going to play an elimination game next. San Antonio with a win would have 2 wins. Avon Park with a win would have their first win. And Altha beat Avon Park head-to-head just in case both teams finish with the same number of victories. So just some things to think about. We still have time left in this one before we can really think too much about it. Ground ball to third with the first batter. The throw not in time. Mason Hill beats it out. It's an infield single. The second hit of the game for Altha. By the way, the lights are on here at the facility. I don't know if that's in anticipation of cloudy weather later. Cole Charles, the batter. And the first pitch a ball. The second pitch also a ball. Quickly 2-0 the count. Altha leads at 2-0, looking for more in the bottom of the 5th with the runner at first. The next pitch. That's across the plate, but a little bit low for ball 3. 3-0. Luke Thornton on the mound in relief of starter Landon Fuller. His 3-0 delivery. That is also across the plate. This time it's where it needed to be. Called strike. It's 3-1. Righty versus righty matchup. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Popped up, but hooking out of play. Right side, foul ball. Full count. Mason Hill at first base with nobody out. The next pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 4. 2 on with nobody out for Miles Barfield. And again, a righty versus righty matchup. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch. It kind of tailed it low and away. Barfield struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The 0-1 pitch. That is popped up into shallow center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Well, the throw would have gone to second, but no one was covering the second base bag. Second baseman and the shortstop both had tried to go to short center field to help out. And that's going to load the bases for Blaine Whittington. That's the third hit of the game for Altha. Whittington walked in the third inning and then tried to steal home but was thrown out at the plate. And he lines this one into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to send home run number 2. The throw will go to second. A 2 RBI single by the number 9 hitter, Blaine Whittington. That will score Mason Hill and Cole Charles to give Altha a 4-0 lead. Timeout call by Frostproof. That might be it for Luke Thornton. He has yet to record an out in the inning. And Luke will hand over the baseball. An infield hit, a walk, and then back-to-back hits up the middle. Have played it 2 more runs for Altha. Still nobody out with runners at first and second. We'll tell you about the new pitcher right after this.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
The new pitcher is right-hander number 1, Makai Gilliam. Excuse me, left-handed pitcher, Makai Gilliam. And his job will be to keep Altha from scoring any more runs. They've scored 2 in the inning. They've got 2 on, and there's nobody out. You want to try and limit Altha here because you've got just 1 more inning to bat. Shortstop visibly shaken up a little bit, and good sportsmanship by both the runners. Well, the batter who's coming up, and then I guess it was the on-deck hitter that both went over to console him. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Here's Will O'Brien. You bat 1 through 12, and then you go back to the 9-man rotation. The first pitch is taken for ball 1. O'Brien 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. Lefty versus righty matchup. The next pitch inside, ball 2, 2-0. First and second with nobody out for Altha. They have a 4-0 lead in the 5th. And this one's inside for ball 3, 3-0. That's Luke Thornton, by the way, now at shortstop. He moved from the pitcher's mound to short. Disappointed, I'm sure, after giving up a couple of runs. Next pitch right across the plate for a called strike, 3-1. Still a lot of baseball yet to be played, though. As we take a look ahead, batters 9, 1, and 2 will be due up. So Frostproof will have the top of the order in the 6th. The next pitch. That one's a little bit high for ball 4. The bases are loaded. You'll have a force at any base with nobody out. The batter, Riley Rowe. Over 1 in the game. Pops it up. Out of play, left side. A 1 pitch. Popped up into right field. Going to be a tough play. It's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. The throw to the plate a little bit late. And Rowe ends up at second base on the throw. It drives in 2 runs. Miles Barfield and Blaine Whittington will score. O'Brien moves to third. And it's now 6-0 Altha. Grant Hutchins swings and misses at the next pitch for strike 1. Bottom of the 5th. Next pitch. Swung on and popped up to first. The catch is made. And the first baseman's going to run over and get the runner at second who had left early. Double play. Well, it's a big out. 2 outs with a runner at third for Ben Glover, who had a 2-out hit in the 4th that helped plate 2 runs. 2 runs in the 4th, 4 runs here in the 5th for Altha. They lead it 6-0. Glover fouls it off, out of play. Next pitch. That's popped up into shallow right. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop for a base hit. It will plate another run, and Altha now leads it 7-0. Throw gets away, and that's going to get the runner to second. An RBI for Glover. He'll take second on the air. And Luke Barton, the batter. The 9th batter of the inning as he fouls it off out of play, strike 1. A 5-run 5th for Altha, keeping their World Series hopes alive. The 2-out pitch. Swung on, a ground ball. That is just foul on the third base line. Nothing into the count. The 0-2 pitch coming up to Luke Barton, who walked and then was caught stealing in the second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout to end the inning, but a big inning indeed for Altha. With 5 runs in the 5th, they now lead it 7-0 as we head to the final inning of play. 9-1-2 will be due up for Frostproof. Do they have one final rally left in them? They scored 7 in the final inning yesterday. They're down 7 as we head to the 6th.
In the game,
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
Detracting all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Five runs on 5 hits in the last half inning of play. Talk about some insurance. Adds up to a 7-0 lead. But we'll see. Frostproof, one final at bat in this game. Can they rally? There's a shout out that says, "This is it, Frostproof. We believe in you. We did it yesterday. We can rally again. Keep fighting." James from Winter Haven. Well, the good news is you got the top of the order coming up after your number 9 hitter, Antonio Cobb Jr., leads it off. 9-1-2. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Looks like, I think, a new pitcher. See if I can get a number for our new pitcher, who delivers outside for ball 2. Actually, that might still be Riley Rowe. The 2-0 delivery. That's there for a strike, and the count now 2-1. Yeah, that's still Riley Rowe. Okay. The 2-1 pitch. Oh, he's throwing hard, and he delivers another strike to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 6th. Frostproof down to their final 3 outs of this tournament. Swing and a miss. Cobb out on strikes, and there's 1 away. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. Next pitch to Perez is outside for ball 1. Miguel Perez, we're back to the top of the order. Miguel 1 for 2. Righty versus righty matchup. This one's called a strike. 1-1 the count. Riley Rowe came in relief in the 4th inning. Ben Glover pitched great over the first 3 innings of play. This one is hit just foul to first. And the count now 1-2. One out, base is empty. Perez takes this one down low for a ball. Next pitch from Rowe. Swung on, ground ball up the middle, into center field for a base hit. Well, we'll see if they can rally here with 1 out. The 3rd hit of the game for Frostproof. That sends up Stetson Ogburn. Looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded out and walked. And he lines it past the pitcher into center field for a base hit. So that will put runners at first and second. Frostproof not done yet. Down to their final 2 outs of this tournament unless they can plate 7 runs. Makai Gilliam, the batter. Gilliam 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped up to 3rd. First pitch taken for ball 1. 4th hit of the game for Frostproof. Righty versus righty matchup. Fastball popped up but out of play. Count evens now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Perez at second, Ogburn at first. The 1-out pitch. Tried to bunt it. He offered at it and fouled it. And it's now 1-2. 1-2 pitch. And a strike 3 called on the outside corner for the second out of the inning. Frostproof down to its final out of this tournament. Landon Fuller will bat. He's 0 for 2. He's popped up to the pitcher and flown out to center. Quick timeout call by Altha. Their manager will head over to the scorer's table. Scorer's tent behind the plate. Two outs, 2 on. Frostproof down 7 in their final at bat, top of the 6th. First pitch to Fuller, fouled back for strike 1. Well, and speaking to Jeremy Jackson, the manager for Frostproof, he's really excited about the future of their program, as this is popped up in the left center field area, and the center fielder, Fuller, comes in to make the catch, and the ball game is over. Altha will get the victory by the final score of 7-0. And we'll turn it over to our public address announcer in just a moment for the award ceremony as they line up the players on both sides. Again, can't say enough about the effort that Frostproof gave in this tournament. Heck of a game yesterday against Brooksville, and you almost kind of get the sense that they left it all out on the field yesterday.
Coaches, if you will, have your players please line up between the mound and your respective base. We have presentations to make, as this is an elimination game. Coaches, if you will, please have your players line up from the mound, starting at the mound, moving towards your respective base.
You win that game yesterday, and who knows. But for Altha, they've got a chance to get to the World Series.
Frostproof coaches, if you will, move your guys between the mound and first base. Up there with our director, please. Making our presentations today, State Tournament Director Tony Smith, and District 5, our host director, Tim Arnold. Parents, if you'd like to move into the infield and stay on the grass and take pictures, you're more than welcome to move on in front of your team's dugout and take some pictures while we make our presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, the teams in this state tournament are all winners already, as they represent the best from their district. However, with this loss, we will have to say goodbye to Frostproof. We've enjoyed having them in the Majors tournament and celebrate their commendable baseball season. Let's all give Frostproof a round of applause as we wish them a safe trip home and great success in their future play in baseball. At this time, we'd like to recognize each of the Frostproof players, starting with number 54, Miguel Perez. Number 4, Stetson Ogburn. Number 1, Mikai Gilliam. Number 99, Landon Fuller. Number 17, Luke Thornton. Number 3, Albert Plain III. 18, Grayson Davis. Number 24, Evan Steedley. Number 2, Antonio Cobb Jr. Number 23, Waylon Courtney. Number 11, Garrett Courtney. And number 16, Jackson Edmonston. Coaches for Frostproof, Chris Toller, Orrin Thornton, and manager Jeremy Jackson. Gentlemen, thank you for your time and energy and sacrifice to contribute to the advancement of these players. At this time, Frostproof, as tradition in Dixie state tournaments, you may now go out to left field and retrieve your state flag. Frostproof players, go out to left field and retrieve your team flag. Best of luck, Frostproof. And congratulations out there as you advance.
All right, that will conclude our award ceremony. Congratulations to Altha as they advance. They stay alive in the major state tournament. They also keep their World Series hopes alive. We wish Frostproof safe travels home and a great tournament for them as they come up just a little bit short. They fall to Altha in an elimination game today by the final score of 7-0. Thanks to all the shout-outs. Thanks for everyone for tuning in to our coverage. Don't forget, if you would like to purchase a downloadable audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5 per game. Once again, the final score here in the major state tournament, Altha 7, Frostproof nothing. Coming up next, another elimination game at 3 p.m. between Avon Park and San Antonio. Until then, for Robert Williamson, for Chuck Sebastian, for Marty Palman, for all of us here at ChalkJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.